though, didn't get that full impact of being shoved down by KiLynn King. That force wasn't behind it. Able to recover, and now... Ooh,
Oh,
connects
no!
with... No, actually caught! And that one connected! KiLynn...
Alright, so we almost done for the day, so let's get going. This time we're ranking 2 for the Aliss Inc. versus KiLynn King. And apparently this is like a women's wrestling, but I think it's for the Combat Fight Unlimited. So apparently this is the first time I reacted to it, because I think I saw this one not like a long time ago, I believe. But it looks so very interesting to see, because now that I was thinking about it, to like see more of this for the CFU, because it looks so very interesting, because I know this reminds me of, you know what I'm talking about, LFC. If you do know what I'm talking about, then you probably understand. But it looks very interesting, because I know it's going to be some, I know this one's going to be very brutal if I see it. So, yeah, it looks very interesting. But, there is some other things that I was going to react to for the CCW, but yeah, but CCW Bloodsport, but I'll probably save it up next time. So, well, speaking of that, we got something coming up for the next one. So yeah, but let's check it out in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And again now, head scissored by Aliss Inc. Now trying to put some pressure on the King, compromising that air supply, the ability to draw breath, but King still finding a way.
All right, who's ready for our first matchup of the evening?
Action continues here at Combat Fights Unlimited, a highly anticipated bout. That match graphic made the rounds on social media and really captured a lot of attention from fans all around.
Fighting out of her she stands 156 centimeters, weighing in at 58 kilos. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, making her CFU and US debut, the Scandinavian Dragon, Aliss Inc.
Aliss Inc., you can see from presentation alone, nothing to scoff at, nothing to sneeze at. When you have that much ink all over your body, you got a pretty high tolerance for pain.
And a pedigree to go with it. Kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, karate, you name it.
Highly skilled competitor. But can Aliss Inc. go toe-to-toe with the majesty of pain here tonight? Two new faces to CFU, two worldwide, world-renowned talents colliding here.
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She is a striker, standing at 6 feet tall, weighing in at 175 pounds, fighting out of Painesville, Ohio, making her CFU debut, the mother effing king, KiLynn King.
KiLynn King, from studying under some of the greats in the world of pro wrestling to studying karate, judo, and jiu-jitsu before she even got started in the squared circle. We can see the breakdown here. The mass and the height advantage are going to go in the favor of KiLynn King. Similar experience as far as years in the sport, but different styles. You have the kickboxing, the BJJ of the Scandinavian Dragon. But you have the strikes of KiLynn King. You can find the similar ground in the kick game.
Yeah, this height difference will make such a difference for Aliss Inc.'s game plan. If she's able to close the distance, then it might be her bout to win. But KiLynn King, Now, I hear that Painesville, Ohio was called Gainesville, Ohio before KiLynn King showed up.
The majesty of pain making her mark and leaving a mark wherever she goes, but Aliss Inc. might have left one on the thigh of KiLynn King. And going right for that lower body is Aliss Inc. A wise strategy when you know the strikes in the offense and you know the extension that KiLynn King has over you.
It only takes one from KiLynn King. Those kicks are lethal. Now, Aliss Inc. trying to figure out the puzzle that is the king, the mother effing king, as it were. Pedals into the cravat. Now the knee strike. Inc. not staying put.
There and down on the shoulder of the king. But quick swept off her feet. KiLynn now capturing the leg of Aliss Inc. Cracking some strikes.
Yes, indeed. Switch to the position. Aliss Inc. not staying put yet.
An intimidating presence from Aliss Inc. even though KiLynn King stands a foot over her. There is something really gritty, something so scrappy and aggressive about Aliss Inc.
Seeing that the submission pedigree of KiLynn King on display, staying cool under pressure, breaking the body scissors, and now raining down the hands.
Locking the eyes, the focus, the fire, the determination. Stereo kicks now connecting in the center of the ring.
I don't know who got the worst of it.
Really not. At what point is it not even about making an impact as far as showing your skill to your opponent? Showing what you're made of.
Iron sharpens iron. Real recognizes real. Here at Combat Fights Unlimited.
Inc. now lowering her center of gravity, but the knee of KiLynn King almost brought her back up to her feet and now sent right into the steel cage as Aliss Inc.
Raining down the punishment. Yes. Multiple knees to the midsection. A monkey flip.
And straight over, able to execute some offense, but KiLynn King weaving right around, flawlessly, seamlessly. These two are weaving around one another.
As we approach the 20-second mark remaining in the first round, KiLynn King.
Oh, down the hill.
Falling in what looks like a heel hook.
Yep.
Yeah, looking at
down here.
pop out the joints. Aliss Inc. is in some trouble, but that bell to signal the end of our first round finally was right around the corner. Aliss Inc. having the wherewithal to know she just had to hang on a little longer, Torres.
Yeah, key words being hang on, and she did just that. Replays of our first round here. KiLynn King asserting positional dominance and then raining down the right hands.
But Aliss Inc. incredible execution, floating right in to deliver the blows. But the King was right behind her every step of the way, each one having answers for the other's questions. Certainly each of them knowing the fight that they have in the other. These are world travelers, world-renowned competitors, but for Aliss Inc., how much more is on the line knowing that you're not only making your debut for a company, but your debut in a new country?
Absolutely. Might even be her first cage bout, period. That never mind an international debut of this magnitude. Manville, New Jersey getting a treat here tonight at CFU.
No doubt about that. CFU Undisputed Championship on the line later tonight. Slamovich versus Blade 2. As we can see, the strikes are flying early in the going of the second round.
Yeah, mixing it up, punches and kicks, and now this breaks down to the canvas. Aliss Inc. Line for that rear naked choke.
Oh, gee, but dumped right down by KiLynn King. KiLynn King forced to shoulder the entire body of Aliss Inc. Now wrenching her off her feet.
Yeah, elevated with the full Nelson. Incredible strength out of KiLynn King, and well done out of Aliss Inc. with the judo takedown.
But look at the wherewithal of King. Knew to get that hold, not letting her arms and her hands be separated, making Aliss Inc. work for it here, Torres.
That KiLynn King, real difference maker and X factor for her is her defensive prowess. Knowing her way out of all of these submission predicaments, or just finding her way out the way one would complete a puzzle.
And lo and behold, right here we see King is back in the driver's seat, back in the advantage. This vice-like grip around the head of Aliss Inc. rolling all the way through.
Absolutely magnificent back roll into that scissor guillotine. But Aliss Inc. able to break free of the clutches.
But it's King finding herself on her feet first. Able to get a short kick, that shin connecting, I think possibly with the shoulder of Aliss Inc. Ran down the blows.
Stacking on that advantage. Hold on.
Wrenched off her feet, and you can see now favoring that left calf was KiLynn King momentarily.
Snap variation of the drop toe hold, paying dividends. Aliss Inc. now trying to hold on to that front chancery. But KiLynn King, judo throw of her own.
And again now bearing down on the shoulder, but quickly head scissored by Aliss Inc. Now trying to put some pressure on the King, compromising that air supply, the ability to draw breath, but King still finding a way.
Settles into a headlock position, rain it down the right.
And wrenching on the dome of Aliss Inc., rattling the skull as these two tangle here at CFU.
Aliss Inc. not staying put, able to slip out the back door. Both combatants.
And that could have been a dangerous kick. Aliss Inc. able to block, and now sweeping out the legs from underneath the King, the ground, the pound, but the King is able to defend herself.
Powerful final minute out of Aliss Inc. as we approach the 10-second mark. King keeping the hands clasped.
And again, it is a Saved by the Bell moment if KiLynn King can hang on to prevent this armbar. And that is it for our second round here, Torres. Both of these competitors have been throwing everything and then some at each other as you see the body of Aliss Inc. careening down to the mat. That's a 6-foot drop off the shoulders of KiLynn King.
Now continuing to assert the power advantage. KiLynn King, punches and kicks galore, but Inc. not staying down, not staying put.
We talked about the striking prowess of both of these competitors, and you got to imagine lighting up the chest of KiLynn King. But here is just so wise. KiLynn King knew that if she wasn't able to lock her hands, that could have been game over in the final moments of the second round with that armbar from Inc.
Yeah, that final minute of that round might have won Aliss Inc. the round. Again, that's up to the judge's interpretation, but at the end of the day, that was a very powerful final minute in that round. We're going to see if Aliss Inc. can keep up the momentum.
Now as we start our third round here, obviously we have an entire third round to go, but if it were to go to the judges, I mean, how do you think that they would score in what we've seen so far?
I think we've got an even score right now, a round apiece for each combatant. I think this is our rubber round. This will decide.
Aliss Inc., you can see, imparting that offense, driving the knees into the midsection, but KiLynn King springing right back in.
Had a tight hold of that ankle, but Aliss Inc. no shortage of grit, no shortage of fury.
You can sense the danger and sweeps King off her feet. King now, able to lace her arm around the shoulder of Inc., a compromising position for the Scandinavian Dragon. But you can see, he was trying to get some blows into the inner thigh of KiLynn King, knows how dangerous the offense and the kicks are.
Oh, that was a crispy right.
Devastating blow to the jaw. Blocked by Aliss Inc. Topples over the King, looking to commit regicide here.
Raining him down.
Oh, no!
And again, searching for that armbar from KiLynn King, making her fight for it.
KiLynn with the stack. Oh my.
Such great heights. Aliss Inc., though, didn't get that full impact of being shoved down by KiLynn King. That force wasn't behind it. Able to recover, and now... connects with... No, actually caught! And that one connected! KiLynn King has knocked out Aliss Inc.
Wow.
That was an epic right
Just
there.
like that.
Wow.
What a moment. What a third round here.
That was epic.
As you
right
saw,
there.
able to escape.
Felicity.
Didn't have the full
This is
impact that it would
entertainment
have
right there.
been for Aliss Inc. if KiLynn King's strength had been behind it, but there was so much
know how,
power in
but
the
that
strikes.
was
That
epic.
one could have been a deal breaker, but it's caught and delivered by
Whoa.
KiLynn King. A devastating blow, and the King reigns here at CFU.
Here's your winner by knockout, KiLynn King.
I think that height difference made all the difference in that knockout situation at the end there. That kick from Aliss Inc. Had KiLynn King been a couple inches shorter, would have landed flush on the jaw. But in this situation, KiLynn King with the haymaker of a kick knockout. An outstanding debut here at CFU.
Impressive showing from Aliss Inc. as well, making her U.S. debut. But KiLynn King, as you said, that extension, such a difference maker. KiLynn King victorious here at Slamovich versus Blade 2. We have more action ahead of us tonight, including a defense of the CFU Undisputed Championship coming up in our main event.
That was epic right there. I did not know they actually pulled it off. Like, that was actually sweet, because I know for a fact like seeing like this is really does help a lot of things. Cause now that I was thinking about it, man, I was hoping they might do some more of these for Combat Fight Unlimited. Well, if that could happen, because looks so very interesting to see. So yeah, I mean, hold on, it's Combat Fight Unlimited is still around? Let me know, because I would love to react more of these just in case. So yeah, it looks very epic, but I might react to more of it just in case. So yeah. But let me know comment below what y'all think about it, and I'll see you next recipe.